Hi everybody. Who do you hear people say that Jesus is? Jesus is the Son of God. But do you have a big understanding of what that means? Just how awe-filled and wonderful that is? The Son of the living God. And people see God in us when we choose to pay the cost to follow Jesus. So just what is the cost to follow Jesus? Let's wonder together. After he came down from the mountain, Jesus seemed different. Before, he had been a wanderer, drifting from place to place as it suited him. But now his heart and mind were set on going to Jerusalem. On the way, Jesus still told stories, healed the sick, and talked about the kingdom of God. But he also began to speak to his disciples about how hard it would be for them to follow him. One day, when they were on their way to the town of Jericho, Jesus said, "What did you expect when you set out with me? Adventure? Fame? Praise? Did you think that everyone would love you? Remember the prophets. They did the work of God and suffered for it." "But we've already left our homes and families to follow you," cried the disciples. "We've already paid a high price." "It may cost you more," replied Jesus. "If I keep going this way, you may find me limping down the road, bent under the weight of a cross. If you follow me, you will bear that burden too. The path I am walking is narrow and rough." Seeing their frightened faces, Jesus added, "But it leads to life." By the side of the road, some wildflowers had begun to seed. Jesus picked one of the seed pods and broke it open. Inside were dozens of seeds wrapped up safely in their hard coats. "Think of it like this," said Jesus. "If this seed stays the way that it is, nothing will ever become of it. But if it falls to the ground and breaks open, it will become something new. If it wants to grow, it must let go of being a seed. If you want to follow me, you need to let go of who you are now. You must change and become something new and different. That's scary, but it is the only way to new life." When they were coming close to Jericho, Jesus and his disciples saw crowds by the side of the road. One voice rose above all the others. "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." The crowds tried to make him be quiet, but he yelled even louder, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." Jesus called the man to come to him. Immediately, the man threw off his cloak, sprang to his feet, and felt his way to Jesus because he could not see with his eyes. When Jesus asked him what he wanted, the man cried, "I want to see." "Then go on your way," said Jesus. "Your faith has saved you." From that moment, the man could see clearly, and he began to follow Jesus. "He may be able to see," said the disciples, "but does he know where he's going? Does he have any idea how hard it will be to follow Jesus?" But the man, joy in his face and light in his eyes, did not seem worried about his choice. Whatever it cost him to walk with Jesus, it was worth it. He was ready to let go of everything and become something new. This illustration of the wildflower seed is probably one of my most favorite because seeds are interesting things. They look so simple, but if we get planted in that soil of our living God and we break open and we pay that cost of following Jesus, the thing that comes out of that seed is so much more beautiful than we could ever imagine. I don't know about you, but I would much rather be the wildflower that God intended me to be than to remain a seed safe in my hard shell. I wonder, who do you say that Jesus is? Who do you tell others that Jesus is? What cost are you willing to pay to follow Jesus? How can you make the choice even when it's difficult?